Maybe you've heard about a certain flower that's bloomed at the UW greenhouse. It only blooms once every 3 to 6 years, but boy, when it does, the fragrance becomes the stuff of legend. Eric Johnson decided to go take a whiff.
They come from miles around, drawn like flies to a nasty stench designed to draw flies. They line up and wait in this room until they can get into this room. They clear their nasal passages, and one by one they climb the ladder to take a peek at the reek. Perhaps you turn up your nose at the blooming fools who don't have the common sense to stick to common sense.
Yes, not nice.
People into these kinds of things commonly refer to it as a corpse flower. The rest of us describe it like this.
What's it smell like?
Rotting flesh.
Very softly scented, newly born baby poop.
Smells like a dead squirrel.
The adjectives waft about like the harrowing stench from an Amorphophallus titanum. That's the technical name for this little splash of heaven.
Like gym socks?
It smelled like the dead decaying rat I found in my garage one time.
I think the best description was a gentleman who told me actually just recently that it smells like a Mexican meat market at high noon in the summer.
That's Kelsey Byers, a biology graduate student who favors the funk, studies the stink, and records it for all of us to marvel at.
Is this a stench measuring machine?
You are correct. It is a stench measuring machine. It's basically like a giant human nose that's been running for, it's probably been running for about 5 hours now.
After much study and scientific analysis, it's been positively determined that this flower stinks. But it doesn't stink as much as it did last night for a few hours. You see, the whole idea is to attract insects for purposes of pollination. Once that's accomplished, the aroma weakens. By the time I stepped up, it wasn't half bad.
Lovely. Very lovely. What could be nicer?
You see, the corpse flower's a lot like love. Sometimes it stinks, but not always. Eric Johnson, Como 4 News.
Actually, the UW thinks that by studying the chemicals that make that corpse flower stink, they might be able to learn new ways to increase crop yields by increasing pollination. Know someone